Joyous time zones, my Sakonauts. I'm Sako Tumi, also known as the Witch of Tylwyth Teg. Today we are talking about tea, both as a drinky thing and also as a bathy thing in the Witch's Book of Self-Care by Arin Murphy-Hiscock. If we haven't met before, I'd like to welcome you to my channel. It is very nice to meet you. If you have been here before, it's so lovely to see you back. So very lovely to see Spence and Christina and Raven. Good morning to you. Good morning to you all. So I am currently on battery and without my mic and all of that stuff. Do you still want me to do the grounding ritual? It won't be all ASMR-y, but it will. I will just talk through it. Or I can just skip it and go straight to the self-care card for today. Oh, what say you guys? Quality won't be as high as usual, but I can still run through it if you like. Card. Okay. Let's do it then. Because I sound like a casino. Sound like I'm in a casino. I get it. But also in a Casio. Or a keyboard. Card. I forgot that Casio made electronic watches. Hi, Al. And Katerina. It's lovely to see you guys. All right. You know what? I think with the mix of, I need to get the reversed and the uprights resituated. Rotating. Okay. My alarm thing this morning was the domain freebie you got from the newsletter. That's awesome. I guess that means I should do a newsletter. All right. The Emperor reversed. That's not good. I think of megalomania when I think of the Emperor reversed. But let us see what the booklet says regarding taking care of ourselves today. It was a very cool way to wake up. I feel good today. I'm so glad. The domain one is really good. And it's a really good starting point for any ritual work you do, any like me time you take, any of that stuff. Like just hang out with blue in your domain. If you want the company, of course. If you don't want the company, then you don't need to have blue there. I don't. I have enough tulpas I don't need the egregore that is blue. All right, the Emperor. I woke up with a screaming 5-year-old. Oh, my condolences, Al. There is a domineering force in your life, whether it's coming from you, your boss, or a father figure. Dealing with authority has left you feeling powerless under the controlling presence. Either you bend to the rules or you decide to stand up for yourself against this authoritative entity. This is a time where you feel inspired to start your own venture. Freeing yourself from the routine of corporate life and rigid bosses will allow you to become your own emperor so that you can carve your own path. You have a low-key disdain for authority, but there may very well be a need for structure in your life. Creating your own structure with day-to-day activities can provide flexibility as it allows you to spend less time on organization and more time on creating the life you want to live. Megalodomania. Yeah. So, Buck the Man. Buck the Man. Yeah. I think it's for everybody in this room. All right. So let's talk about tea. Both in the... So the benefits of various teas, bath and shower care, shower scrub bars, exfoliating scrub. So recipes for bath things. Ooh, moon magic bath bombs. Oh, that sounds wonderful. And put rocks in it. Okay. Oh, hi, Bonnie. So lovely to see you. I've gotten back into waking up an hour before Bailey to work out, as long as she sleeps in until her usual time. Today was sweating to the oldies with Pilates. Also super relate. Yeah. Oh, I'm ready for this. The benefits of teas. I'm glad you made it too. Holy crap. I'm so ecstatic for this one too. I'm really big on like the whole concept of witchy teas that you drink, that you take a bath in, that you... I went through a phase where I was making like witchy bath bombs out of like tea things, like witchy teas that I made. Bergamot, lavender sort of situations. I'm practicing room backgrounds. I don't know what that means. Let's talk about tea, baby. Let's talk about black and green. Let's talk about all the herbal variations that can be. That worked out better than I was expecting. Tea offers physical benefits beyond the comforting feel of a warm cup in your hand or a shot of caffeine. Oh, drawing. Oh, practicing room backgrounds, drawing. That's awesome. Let's And today's Wednesday, so let's talk about, let's spend an hour working on the book today. I'm on the TV. Loved the song. L-theanine is a non-dietary amino acid found in tea leaves. L-theanine encourages relaxation and promotes dopamine levels. It's a compound that relieves stress and affects brainwave patterns to behave as they do when the body is relaxed, raising alpha frequency waves to foster an alert, calm state. It's found in both green and black teas, with highest levels highest in green tea, like matcha. Don't encourage her. That's hilarious. I need to make a note that we meet on Wednesdays. Like, I think about it like when you're in the chat for coffee, like, which is not great when I'm planning my week. L-theanine, yep. Note that you should research any herb before using it in your tea. Check interactions with any medications that you already use and any possible contraindications for your existing allergies. I can't have chamomile because I'm allergic to hay fever. I have, I have a ragweed allergy. So I actually have an allergic reaction to chamomile tea. I also can't have St. John's wort, or there's another one that I can't have. St. John's wort, most especially because of the sleep meds and the antidepressants that I'm on. I'm all about, hold on. No worries, my planner has been neglected for a few weeks. Oh no. I'm all about a well-steeped cup of Earl Grey with milk and honey. Hell yeah. I just discovered that sitting on my counter is a Rishi brand Earl Grey thing of tea. So I might be drinking that today with milk and honey. With cream and honey anyway. All right. Here are some common components of herbal teas and information about them. Yeah, Earl Grey is a great one. The primary thing is bergamot, which is excellent for witchy stuff. Excellent. So that's the easiest way to get bergamot, is just from tea. All right, chamomile. Daisy-like plants from the Asteraceae family. The chamomile used in medicinal and herbal applications is mostly commonly Roman chamomile and German chamomile. And it gives the Latin names, which I'm not going to try and pronounce. Chamomile tea is often used for anti-anxiety, its sedative effect, and the promotion of relaxation in general. It should not be used by pregnant women as it can trigger uterine contractions. Is there an Earl Grey version? No. Earl Grey is the queen of tea. She's my favorite. I like Lady Grey. Lady Grey is probably my favorite. My tea of choice is pretty much any spiced chai. Green, black, white, oolong, turmeric. It's all good. I also like rooibos. Rooibos is quite good. A rooibos chai is like chef's kiss. However, I recently found that I also like green tea with honeydew melon. That's an interesting combination. Bergamot is my favorite smell. I'm burning a bergamot waters candle from Bath and Body Works as we speak, and almost always taking a break for me times. Rishi's Earl Grey is fabulous. I've worked in restaurants that had a full Rishi tea bar. Their fire ginseng is fabulous with a little orange. That sounds phenomenal. I had a raspberry tea that I combined with a shortbread with lavender in it. Oh my God, lavender and raspberry together is heaven. Heaven. I've never had Lady Grey. I'll have to try her too. Tea for me tends to be a vessel for medicines. Oh, I gotcha. Fruity rooibos make great iced teas. They do. The rooibos is great hot and cold. I'm a fan. All right, let's talk about lavender tea. If there's a classic herb associated with serenity, relaxation, and calm, it's lavender. It's particularly good for addressing emotional stress, although it functions for physical and mental stress as well. Try adding a pinch of lavender flowers to any black tea or blend it with chamomile, verbena, and a bit of mint for a pleasant, distressing herbal tea. Look at me learning new teas and combinations. I knew I'd love this chapter. Hell yeah. Lemon balm. That's how I was introduced to tea as a child, and as a result, I avoided it for much of my life, and I was introduced to a chai blend, which drew me back in and convinced me to try and enjoy it. That is excellent. I should have had tea this morning. And maybe I'll have tea after this cup. I can't remember if this is my third or my second. It shouldn't matter. I'll switch to tea. I'll drink a witchy tea. All right, lemon balm. Lemon balm has relaxing properties that help soothe headaches, calm anxiety, and treat insomnia. It's good to take when you're coming down with a cold too, as it has antiviral properties. The flavor is delicate and lemony. Lemon verbena. Lemon verbena promotes restful sleep, works as an anti-inflammatory, improves digestion, calms nerves, eases stress, and functions as an antioxidant. The flavor is fresh and lemony. On a similar note, turmeric does a lot of that stuff as well. Turmeric is also really good for joints. If your joints are aching or hurting, you can take a supplement, or you can make a golden tea or a golden milk. I recommend, if you're going to do a golden milk, like add some ginger and like black pepper. And I have like these little like packets that have like all that stuff already in it. Sinus infection, I have a tea for that. I don't put typical medicines in it or with it. It's the main ingredient in most of the medicines I make. Headache, got a tea for that. Stomachache, got a tea for that. Sinus infection, I have a tea for that. Can you please do like a video or something on teas for different body parts? Like, hey, if you have a headache, hey, if you have a stomachache, hey, if your digestive system is being wonky, hey, if your joints hurt, you know. I'm all about Harney and Sons Earl Grey. I love rooibos with a milk and honey. Yeah, video. Or come, hey, do you want to come on here and we talk about it now? Ginger and peppermint or green tea for tummy aches. Ginger is great for anything digestive. So stomach, intestines, all of that stuff, colon, it's really good for digestion in general. But seriously, I can send you a link and we can talk about tea, Spence. Are you up for it? I drink popcorn tea when I feel a cold coming on, which is a green tea with popcorn in it, with rice. Today, no. The house is very feisty this morning, but Friday morning I could. That sounds great. Spence Tea Talk. That sounds wonderful. Totally fair. Friday sounds awesome. All right, passion flower, which is an interesting addition. Passion flower combats anxiety, panic, insomnia, and depression. It also has analgesic properties, which means it calms nerve pain. It can help balance mood as well. The taste is mild and fresh. Pregnant women should avoid passion flower as it can stimulate uterine contractions. American skullcap is used to treat anxiety, headaches, and insomnia. It's a nervine that promotes relaxation and a sense of well-being in the face of stress. Make sure the skullcap you use is American. Chinese skullcap is an entirely different plant with different applications. Ooh, tea party. Yeah. My cold remedy is warm water, apple cider vinegar, cayenne pepper flakes, and honey. That is a very typical detox concoction. So it doesn't surprise me that you would do that when a cold is coming on, but that is putting your body through a lot when you're trying to fight a cold. So I recommend doing that when you're on the mend. But tea party on Friday, I'm in it. I'll dress up and everything and use my fancy cups. Cold remedy is lemon and ginger boiled and strained with tons of honey. My cold remedy is medicinal, has a echinacea, and throat care tea that tastes terrible, but honestly, it is so good for anything that is rested in your chest and in your throat. Oh, it's so good. It's a little expensive, but honestly, it is worth it. My sinus tea is a last-ditch effort to avoid the doctor's office. So it's brutal. Yeah. I bet. What do you put in your sinus tea? Or is that hands-off, secrecy, a witch never tells sort of situation? Tea links in the Discord chat. Probably. Lastly, we can talk about vervain. Vervain possesses an anti-anxiety, relaxant, sedative effect, as well as functioning as a strong antioxidant. It packs a lot of vitamin C. The taste can be bitter, so it's good to mix it with other herbs to add some lemony and honey. Note, thanks to its botanical name, vervain is sometimes confused with verbena. See, the earlier entry. Now, I got to re-download Discord. I knew my phone was awfully quiet today. Oh, shit. Oh, Mercer is like finishing stuff. That is awesome. Bath and shower care, which I'm really big on. My showers and baths are big to-dos. So I don't do it every day. I mostly don't tell because it terrifies my friends, and it's another thing that I do mostly on the fly. Reading my friends' symptoms, how each of my spices are holding up, the weather, etc. And it's most of the ingredients are in the like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. A pinch of this, about that much of that. Yeah, I get it. Hygiene is a necessity, but there's no reason you can't max out the enjoyment in the same time. Self-care can include the basic level of hygiene, just as it can include the basics of eating food to survive. But turning it into an enjoyable experience and a special moment, that's magical. And it can really nourish, and it really nourishes the soul beyond simply the body. Add special energy to your baths and showers by making and using magical mixtures like these scrub bars, bath bombs, bath oils, and bath salts. Shower scrub bars. Let's see. Shower scrubs are decadent but can get a bit goopy sitting in a jar. Why not try a sugar scrub cube or a bar instead? This blend has oils and beeswax to nourish the skin, and superfine or castor sugar to help gently slough off dead skin cells. If you don't have a superfine sugar, run regular granulated sugar through your blender or food processor to reduce the size of the granules. You can add grated lemon zest to the mixture before you add the sugar as well. Start with a teaspoon of zest. If you decide that you want a stronger lemon smell, add more. Shea butter and beeswax may be found at health food stores or ordered online. Hey, Kristen. Shout out to YouTube notifications for not doing its one job. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Pulled together a reasonable recipe for Friday. That sounds great. Just like common ingredients that you would often use. I am weirded out by some people using mugwort in their teas for like divination and head writing and stuff. Yeah, Mr. Poe needed the space for his WhatsApp for a few days to keep in touch with work. This is interesting. Shout out to YouTube notifications for not doing its one job. Also, welcome, Kristen. Listening to Sako while I scroll through Create Joy spiritual boxes. My last subscription ended. I have a problem with Create Joy, like spiritual boxes. I also have a Goddess Provision box that I got through Create Joy that I need to send it to Melanie. But I haven't made it to the post office. Okay, so this thingy has coconut oil, shea butter, beeswax, rose essential oil, lemon essential oil, food coloring if you want it, fine sugar, and a bunch of stuff. So it's like a soap bar that you use after your soap, I guess. Tip: pure rose essential oil is extremely expensive. Bottles of rose essential oil usually come already diluted. Using that kind is absolutely fine. You might want to adjust the amount of rose oil up or down according to your sensitivity. For extra rose power or to replace some of the essential oil blend, you can crumble a few dried rose petals into the blend as you're mixing it all together. Yeah, me too. I do a bi-monthly introverts retreat, which is like a self-care with a book sort of box, and you get to pick your book, which is cool. I like the horror thriller stuff, which is terrible because I have like 3 books and I have started all of them, but I haven't read all the way through. I recommend if you're doing the witchy thing, Goddess Provisions is legit. That is the most bang for your buck. For real. Vintage dress subscription. One day. Yeah. Okay. Lemon rosemary exfoliating salt scrub. Scrub bars are easier to handle to exfoliate your body in the bath, but for feet and hands, you may prefer a loose scrub. This is a bright citrus and herbal scented scrub that will lift your spirits while polishing away dead skin. Lemon is excellent at removing negative energy and encouraging joy, while rosemary is good for healing, protection, and improving focus. Yeah, Goddess Provisions is a lot of bang for your buck. And this month's was Isis themed, so you might want, if you're into Isis like hardcore, then you would love like this month's box. But you might want to wait until next month and see what's up. The Isis box is good, but you got to be like super into Isis for it. Trying to keep it under 30. Is it over 30 right now? It was 26 when I first joined. So if it's jacked up in price, then I haven't noticed. And it might have. Try to use finely ground sea salt for this one. The coarser the salt, the harsher the scrub will be on your skin. Honestly, my feet are like, I have so much skin on my feet, so much dead skin on my feet. I'm going to need the coarser salt. No witch. It is no longer under $30. I'm sorry. Because that was my cap too, and Introverts Retreat was under $30 as well. Especially if you got like the grab bag that was like 5 random things that will make you feel better, and here's a book. Yeah, that box sounds nice. Also tea. Vanilla cookie sugar scrub. This scrub has a cozy, comforting smell. If you're a fan of freshly baked cookies, this may be the scrub for you. Coconut oil has a subtle fragrance that feels luxurious on the skin. This recipe is so good, it smells like dessert. Typically it's not, although all scrub ingredients are safe for consumption. If you lick your fingers, I won't tell. Yeah. My feet are bad too. Coarse salts are much needed. Mama is barefoot everywhere she can swing it. Yep, me too. I have a friend who lives in like New York. Actually, they're in Boston now, but he doesn't wear shoes. He used to live in New York proper, like northeast, and just like baffled me, like how tough his feet were. And I'm like, in New York? Oh. Hi, Brianna. Hey, hey, hey. So good to see you. We're talking about baths. We were talking about tea. We're going to have a tea recourse on Friday with Spence. So that's going to be awesome. Wouldn't this smell amazing with a pinch of ground cinnamon? Then it could be a snickerdoodle scrub, or add a pinch of ginger, nutmeg, and cinnamon, and allspice to make it a gingerbread scrub. I don't like scrubs that smell like food. If you use a pumice stone every time you shower, it helps a lot. I was thinking about picking up a pumice stone. I like my shoes. Yeah, me too. I only had to take a planter's wart out of my foot once to learn the value of shoes. A planter's wart. I've never heard of that. Some places I can understand because of sanitary reasons, but if you don't have to wear shoes, I won't. But that is a solid way to get hookworms. Yep, I did. I couldn't imagine wandering New York bare. Yeah. I actually caught it. I got hookworm in South Carolina motel room. Planter's warts are no joke. I had a planter's wart as a kid. No fun, yay dancing. Oh. Let's see, bath bombs. So the only problem I had with making bath bombs is mixing it fast enough so that the liquids don't activate the dry stuff. Oh, and this wants you to use food coloring. And candy molds. Soap molds in a large candy mold work well for this craft. Silicone muffin tins are great too because you can use them to make the scrub bars in this chapter. Make sure to reserve molds for body care products for that use only. Typically too hot to be barefoot in Phoenix. Yeah, I think you would burn the shit out of your feet. I suspect there are days where you have to protect your pupper. Hello, Heather. They hurt like a motherfucker. I could not get anything to work on it. So one day I sat down with a toenail clipper, scissors, and a bunch of rubbing alcohol, carved the root out of my foot. Plantar warts suck. They're so hard to permanently get rid of, and depending on where you get infected on your foot, you can make regular locomotion a serious pain. Jeez Louise. Moon magic bath bombs. The bath bomb is full of lunar energy to help you open yourself to intuition, serenity, and the acceptance of flow and transition. I suspect it would be really good for a full moon bath. This will make roughly 4 bath bombs of approximately a quarter cup each. Adjust your number of stones if your molds use more or less than a quarter cup each. But check out the mix of stuff. So Have you guys ever made bath bombs? So, this says cornstarch. I don't think I used cornstarch. Baking soda, Epsom salt, cornstarch, citric acid, and your essential oils, whatever you want to use. So in this bath bomb, they include dried rose petals, jasmine oil, lemon oil, 4 moonstones to go with 4 bath bombs. Oh, and it gives a ritual for putting together the bath bomb. Tiger Magic Bath Bombs. So it's got ginger, nutmeg, bergamot, sandalwood, and tiger's eye stones. Blessing Bath Bomb has rose petals, biodegradable glitter, which is optional. That stuff is hard to get out of the bathtub, for real. I have made bath salts with lavender essential oil, Epsom salts, and baking soda. Yep. My kid loves it. Sounds awesome. Gentle Dreams is Lang Lang and lavender and lemon balm. Bath oil. A cup of carrier oil, like I like using olive oil as my carrier. 8 drops of essential oil of your choice. See following recipes for, whatever. And then label your shit. Let's see. Relaxing bath oil. You'll need a rose quartz. You'll need lavender oil, frankincense oil, sandalwood oil. Make a ritual out of it. Are you guys interested in the rituals? I don't know. I'm not chatty when I do my witchy stuff. I'm not sure where the word planter comes from in the name, but it's basically a painful form of wart that typically occurs on one's feet due to walking around barefoot. I've done the same. It's solid. Thanks for the info. Maybe the word did come out of space then, just not the condition. However, the true source of the disease is HPV, or the human papilloma virus, or an autoimmune disease. Yeah. The Google machine says plantar warts are caused by HPV. Yeah. Touching, having, whatever. It's essentially a deep, hard growth on the surface of the skin with roots that really get in there. I have been very fortunate that I have never gotten such a thing. And I used to walk around barefoot a lot, especially in the summer. I wanted really tough calluses so that I could walk on the paths at war, which are rock paths. All right, bath oil. Joyful bath, which is lemon, frankincense, sweet orange, with citrine in it. Bath salts. So sea salt, Epsom salt, baking soda, essential oil, Put it in a jar. Serenity Now has lavender flowers, dried rose petals crumbled, lavender essential oil. That's a lot of lavender. Jasmine oil, and an amethyst stone. Milk bath powder, powdered milk, oat flour, oils of your choice. Put it in a jar. Lavender mint milk bath. So I have both spearmint and lavender like growing in the same box, even though I tried to make it separate. Mint is invasive. Oh, hold on. I got mine from walking around my college campus while wearing tiny little slipper-like shoes. Oh, weird. I haven't had one either, knock on wood, but my dad has had one or two, and he called them foot hell. I've temporarily killed my plantar wart with standard wart treatments that use a form of acid to kill the infected cells, but it always returns. My feet are a weak spot. I have to even keep myself from kicking the nice lady who gives me pedicures. I managed to kill my mint. How? I basically ignore my mint, and it flourishes and has completely taken over my beds. I tried to make mint on the top and then lavender on the bottom, and the mint just like hopped to the bottom bed. Mad skills of plant death. You mentioned that you killed aloe, which is really hard to do. The mint I removed from the garden 10 years ago still grows back. Yeah, the roots are really deep, like dozens of feet deep. Too many ants, too much sun, not enough water. 3 aloe plants dead. I don't know how. That's true. It's all indirect light for where I live. Okay. Honey milk. So, oh no, lavender mint. Okay, so let's see. Dried lavender, dried mint, essential oil of your choice. I assume you're going to have lavender and mint oil. Good for soothing and good for gentle purification. Mint is another good purifier and also supports good health and success. I just got the notification that I went live. That's weird. All right, so honey milk. So your milk powder, honey powder. Honey comes in a powder. I've been wanting an indoor plant game. Get me some ivy and stuff. Don't put ivy in your house or next to your house. It will structurally damage your house. Apparently, you can kill a lot of deeper plants by either putting boiling water on them or dish soap and water. Yeah, no shit! Well, if we ever get invaded by triffids, we know to call Turtlehead is Red to save us all from murderous mobile plants. I did that once. I think it was sitting in the windowsill too long. Turns out that I've been training for that moment all along, dear Raven. I've deaded an aloe plant too. I commented before and used the M word for deaded. I forgot that YouTube is sensitive to that. Oh, did it zot your comment? Okay, y'all can see it. I was like, what? Brianna, if you take all that mint and put it in ice cream base and mix them up in a blender really fine, will be the best mint ice cream you'll have ever tasted. I did pretty much everything right with my aloe, but it deaded. Yeah. Skincare. Part of basic skincare is making sure you hit the necessities: food, hygiene, sleep, and so forth. Sometimes you shortchange your body, often because you're uncomfortable with it. One way to become more comfortable in your body is to pay more attention, to honor and respect it. Making this lovely body butter to moisturize your skin is a way of showing yourself a bit of love. Drinking enough water to hydrate your body from the inside is a goal you should always have. This luxurious, silky body butter is a lovely way to treat yourself to a well-nourished skin from outside as well. Make sure you allow the melted mixture to cool. This is what allows you to whip it into a lovely, fluffy, silky butter. Makes approximately 1 cup. Shea butter, coconut oil in solid form. Almond oil, and then essential oil of your choice. Magical body butter blend Serenity. So do the body butter that we just talked about. Oh my gosh, I like blinked. Hold on. Same Christina. Is aloe plant managed to survive living in a closet for 3 months? Yeah. Why was it in a closet? I still need to find vegan ice cream that has no almond in it. Ooh. The Halo stuff, I think, doesn't have almond in it. When I do, I will try. Tofu. Hello, Madam Ansa. I'm so sad I missed your live yesterday. Agar. What's agar? And oat milk? The only plant I've ever successfully kept alive on purpose was Harold, my dwarf peace lily. Oh, he's been going strong for almost 3 years now. I will look if you want, Brianna. Bailey came up to belch in my face. Not burp, belch. At least I know I'm doing something right. I can grow humans, plants, and plants are a weakness. Can you eat cashews? Can you do ice cream with coconut base? I heard you say honey milk earlier. Yep. Rose Mountain herbs. Just had a video up yesterday for a recipe for moon milk. Had lots of pumpkin pie spice in it and used almond milk. That sounds wonderful. Like liquid powdered almond milk or like powdered almond milk? Yeah, I don't know what agar is. The body is a joyful servant when it gets getting pampered. It's a vengeful brat when it is neglected. Coconut milk is a terrific base due to all the fat. It's a thickener, if I remember correctly. I have a nut, peanut, almond allergy. Ironically, coconut is not a nut, so I can eat it. Agar-agar is a seaweed-based thickening agent. As a kid, I always avoided coconuts because I was afraid they'd give me trouble breathing. That name, though. Yeah. I've been able to keep my massive Christmas cactus alive for several years, and she has many children. I have a jade plant that's probably as old as I am, and I've made like a ton of babies off of it. I put a recipe in the Discord if you want, Brianna. Oh, thank yous. So, Ansa, we are talking about, first we were talking about tea that we drink and stuff like that, and now we are talking about stuff that you can put on your body to treat it nicely. Put it in your bath, put it on your body. I have oat milk ice cream for when I make dessert to share with my roommates. One is lactose-free, the other is nut-free. Oh, that's wonderful. Liquid almond milk, but they said any milk can be used. Thanks to Monty Python and the Holy Grail, for years I thought coconuts were actually horse feet. I called the Christmas cactus Audrey, too. Oh. That's awesome. Let's see, Serenity wants the body butter recipe. The 4 drops of jasmine oil, rose essential oil, lavender oil, and an amethyst stone, a jade stone, and a moonstone. Though this says, like, hold on. This magical body butter blend uses the soothing energies of jasmine, rose, and lang lang, but there's no lang lang. There's no lang lang. I'm supposed to take pictures today of my new plants. Sage cuttings and celery I'm regrowing in water. Cool. I'm really big on growing from like grocery clippings. Onions are the easiest, but we also do like basil and Thai basil. Thai basil can die really easy, though. Oh my gosh. We will get into sleep tomorrow. Didn't realize we were so close to the end. They make pretty pictures. If you liked this video at any point, I encourage you to hit the like button. If you would like to see us talking about how to get restful sleep tomorrow, please subscribe. Maybe even ring that bell on the off chance that it might notify you if I go live. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.